As travelers, we seek cultural immersion, entertainment, and scrumptious cuisine. Europe offers it all, but Spain stands out as a top destination for tourists worldwide. With its distinctive gastronomy, sunny weather, and diverse architecture, Spain entices visitors every month. It's no wonder why this country is a favorite among travelers seeking a multifaceted experience. In this video, I'm going to take you through the historical sites and landmarks that reflect its diverse cultural heritage. As you may know, Spain is a country with a rich history, and many of its cities are filled with historical sites and landmarks that reflect its diverse cultural heritage. Here are some of the most notable historical places in the 10 cities mentioned earlier. Madrid. Royal Palace of Madrid, a grand palace built in the 18th century, which is the official residence of the Spanish royal family. Puerta del Sol, a famous square in the heart of Madrid, which has been the site of many historical events. Plaza Mayor, a beautiful square surrounded by historic buildings, which has been a center of public life in Madrid for centuries. Barcelona. Gothic Quarter, a historic neighborhood in the heart of Barcelona, which contains many buildings dating back to the medieval period. La Sagrada Familia, a famous basilica designed by Antoni Gaudí, which has been under construction for over 100 years. Parc Güell, a public park designed by Gaudí, which features colorful mosaics and sculptures. Seville. Alcazar of Seville, a royal palace built in the Moorish style, which has been used by Spanish monarchs for centuries. Seville Cathedral, a massive Gothic cathedral that is the largest in the world by volume. Plaza de España, a large square built for the 1929 World's Fair, which features colorful tile work and a central fountain. Valencia. Valencia Cathedral, a Roman Catholic cathedral that was originally built in the 13th century, and which contains many works of art and historic artifacts. Torres de Serranos, a Gothic-style gate that was part of the city's medieval wall, and which offers great views of Valencia. Silk Exchange, a beautiful Gothic building that was once a major center of the silk trade in Europe. Granada. Alhambra, a stunning palace and fortress complex that was built by the Moors in the 14th century, and which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Generalife, a series of gardens and fountains located adjacent to the Alhambra, which were designed for relaxation and contemplation. Granada Cathedral, a Renaissance-style cathedral built in the 16th century, which features many works of art and ornate decorations. Bilbao. Santiago Cathedral, a Gothic-style cathedral that was built in the 14th century, and which contains many important religious artifacts. Casco Viejo, a historic district in the heart of Bilbao, which features many medieval buildings and narrow streets. Vizcaya Bridge, a unique suspension bridge that was built in the 19th century, and which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Malaga. Alcazaba of Malaga, a fortified palace that was built by the Moors in the 11th century, and which features beautiful gardens and fountains. Malaga Cathedral, a Renaissance-style cathedral that was built in the 16th century, and which features many works of art and ornate decorations. Roman Theatre, an ancient theatre that was built during the 1st century AD, and which is still used for performances today. Córdoba. Mosque Cathedral of Córdoba, a stunning building that was originally a mosque built in the 8th century, and which was later converted into a Catholic cathedral. Alcázar de los Reyes Cristianos, a fortress and palace that was built by Christian monarchs in the 14th century, and which features beautiful gardens and fountains. Roman Bridge, a bridge that was originally built in the 1st century BC, and which still spans the Guadalquivir River in Córdoba. Palma de Mallorca. Belver Castle, a Gothic-style castle that was built in the 14th century, and which features a unique circular design. Palma Cathedral, a Gothic-style cathedral that was built over several centuries, and which features beautiful stained glass windows and intricate carvings. Arab Baths, a small but well-preserved building that was originally part of a larger complex of public baths built by the Moors. San Sebastian. Santa Maria del Coro, a Gothic-style church that was built in the 18th century, and which features beautiful stained glass windows and ornate carvings. San Telmo Museum, a museum housed in a former Dominican convent that showcases the history and culture of the Basque Country. Monte Urgell, a hilltop fortress that offers panoramic views of the city and the Bay of Biscay. Are you looking to entertain yourself? Visit the best museum centers in these cities. Spain is home to a great number of outstanding museums, which showcase the country's rich artistic and cultural heritage. Here are some of the best museums in the 10 cities mentioned earlier. Madrid. Prado Museum, one of the world's greatest art museums, with a collection of European masterpieces from the 12th to the 19th century. Reina Sofia Museum, dedicated to modern and contemporary art, with a focus on Spanish artists such as Picasso, Dalí, and Miró. Thyssen-Bornemism Museum, one of the largest private art collections in the world, featuring works from the Middle Ages to the present day. Barcelona. Picasso Museum, showcasing the works of the famous Spanish artist, with a collection of over 4,000 pieces. Joan Miró Foundation, dedicated to the life and work of the Catalan artist Joan Miró. National Art Museum of Catalonia, featuring Romanesque, Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque art from Catalonia. Seville. Fine Arts Museum, featuring Spanish art from the medieval period to the 20th century, including works by Murillo and Zurbarán. Flamenco Dance Museum, showcasing the history and culture of flamenco, a traditional Andalusian dance. Archivo General de Indias, featuring documents and maps related to the Spanish colonization of the Americas. Valencia. Museum of Fine Arts of Valencia, featuring Spanish art from the 14th to the 20th century, including works by Velázquez and Goya. City of Arts and Sciences, a complex of futuristic buildings dedicated to science, art, and culture, with a planetarium, an opera house, and an interactive science museum. National Museum of Ceramics and Decorative Arts, showcasing a collection of ceramics, glass, and decorative arts from the Middle Ages to the 20th century. Granada. Alhambra Museum, featuring artifacts related to the history and culture of the Alhambra Palace and Fortress Complex. Archaeological Museum of Granada, showcasing the history of the city and its surroundings, from prehistoric times to the medieval period. Science Park of Granada, a science museum with interactive exhibits and activities for all ages. Bilbao. Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, a striking museum of modern and contemporary art, with a collection of works by artists such as Jeff Koons and Anish Kapoor. Fine Arts Museum of Bilbao, featuring Spanish and Basque art from the medieval period to the 20th century, including works by El Greco and Goya. Maritime Museum of Bilbao, showcasing the history and culture of the Basque fishing industry. Malaga. Picasso Museum, showcasing the works of the famous Spanish artist, with a collection of over 200 pieces. Carmen Thyssen Museum, featuring Spanish art from the 19th and 20th century, including works by Sorolla and Zuloaga. Pompidou Center Malaga, a branch of the Pompidou Center in Paris, featuring modern and contemporary art from the 20th and 21st century. Córdoba. Archaeological Museum of Córdoba, showcasing the history of the city and its surroundings, from prehistoric times to the medieval period. Fine Arts Museum of Córdoba, featuring Spanish art from the medieval period to the 20th century, including works by Ribera and Murillo. Sephardic House, a museum dedicated to the Jewish heritage of Córdoba. San Sebastian. San Telmo Museum, showcasing the history and culture of the Basque Country, with exhibits on art, archaeology, and ethnography. Do you crave for a delicious cuisine? Here are the best areas to find great restaurants. Barcelona. Gracia, a bohemian neighborhood that offers a mix of traditional and modern dining options, as well as a vibrant nightlife scene. El Born, a historic neighborhood that is home to many trendy restaurants and bars. Palma de Mallorca. La Loña, a historic neighborhood that offers a mix of traditional and modern dining options. Paseo Marítimo, a popular waterfront area that is home to many seafood restaurants and bars. San Sebastian. Arti Vieja, a historic neighborhood that is famous for its traditional Basque pincho bars. These are just a few of the many historical places that can be found in each of these cities. Each one has its own unique character and charm, great restaurants, and a place to relax and soak up the sun while enjoying the beauty of Spain's coastline. And visiting these places can help visitors to better understand the rich cultural heritage of Spain. I hope this video is helpful. Kindly like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the notification bell, so you can get notified when I upload a new video.